Hi, this is McChung88 here. I'm just going to do a quick playthrough of the game, so it's like a starter's guide, just to get everyone started and understand the mechanics. I mean, this is the way I play, so you know, everyone. I'm sure everyone has their own sort of like tactics and so on, but this will give you a starting point, I suppose. So I'm going to create a new game. I'm going to play humans. Actually, I'm going to make it medium galaxy. Play as humans. And first off, I tend to just send my ships out to scout around. So you've got different types of planets. Tend to be the red planets are better ones to colonize for some reason. Most people don't actually send the colony ships out to start with, but because this is like the start of the game, I don't think it matters too much. And then what I normally do is go into research area and pick something, and the first thing I normally go for is hydroponic center. Done. So that's going to take 17 turns. Up the top here is the ships, how much ships you can have. Currently I've used up 6 slots out of 9. Different ships have different sizes, so don't worry if you sort of like see you've only got one ship and it's taking up 2 slots. Here's like how much I've got. I've got 12 credits, and also I get plus 12 credits every turn. This is the date, of course, and then over here is how much food. I've got plus 2 food, and I'm basically producing 22 units, and here is like how many turns the research is. So that's a quick overview there. Okay, so the next thing I normally do after doing the research is go into the Empire screen. I find this very useful, and it's probably one of the best screens to actually learn about. This is currently a tester version, 1.0.4, so there's a sort by, which is a new feature, which hopefully we'll be getting soon. I'm just going to set that to all previous versions, just goes by population size, so I'm just going to change it to that for now. First thing I do is go into each of these planets and set it to farm. Currently there is no farms. I've not built the hydroponic yet, or researched it, sorry, so it's only building the only thing it can, which is the agent training camp. So that's fine, so we can go done. It's just that when I do, when it does research, then it'll switch to that and build my farm instead. Then what I normally do is I don't normally want any of those buildings, so I just tend to shove everybody into research to start with, just to lower the time of the research. Also I've got plus 2 food, so I'm over producing in food. So what I normally do is I select one of my populations and put them into research. So now that's on 0. If I put more, so if I select another 2, you'll see it'll go -5, which means my population will start to starve, which is not a good thing. So basically you got to keep an eye on like how much food you're producing, and share it out through your different systems. As you can see, because I've moved it across, my sort of like revenues have dipped a little bit. So now I go back and go turn. Okay, so new star system explode. You can click on it there and sort of like check toxic, barren, tundra. Right, so I'm just going to colonize the barren world for now. I know it doesn't produce any food, but it's got the biggest population and it's abundant. So obviously you can't put any farms on there. First off, I change that to farming, done, and just leave it as is. There's nothing you can really do. So now if I go back, my population starving again. So go back to the Empire screen and just select a population from somewhere and drop them in. So yep, so now I'm back in the clear again. And everyone's researching, actually I'll move that into research as well, just to try and get the time down a little bit. Okay. Ah, great, I just lost a colony ship, so that's why you shouldn't. Oh, sorry, I found a colony, great, so that's a bit of a bonus. Again, because this is a new system, I'm going to change that to farming again. So that's not a good sign either, because I've got -2, so I've got population that are starving again. So this time I'll just move it from this planet. So that's 1. Actually I'll move that back because this might produce more food here. And there we go. So now we're back in the clear again. So I've got 3 more turns. So I'm just going to fast track this so the research is done. Okay, so I've currently unlocked it, so if I go into the Empire screen, you'll see everything that I've told to automatically go into farming have all switched to hydroponic. So now I can actually start moving these all back. So I don't tend to research after this point until I've started getting some of these built. I don't have enough cash at the moment to buy them out. Obviously it's greyed out, so you can't research on those, and you can't buy them, buy it outright. I'm going to run this for a couple of turns. Okay, so we're back at the technology screen here. So the tech tree. As you can see, there's 2 that are red. So we've got advanced city planning and efficient factory. Okay, so if you click on those, it'll tell you what they do. At this point you can choose whichever one you find would be more useful. This will give you 2 extra population, and this will give you extra factory production, and then +1 for each worker. So I'm just going to go for the factory. What you'll find is if you select one that's red, the other one tends to disappear in the next turn. So I'll select that. Okay, so I'm just going to cancel the command because I've got +2 food, which means my population has increased. So I'm just going to start moving some of these back over until it's back to 0. So this is like the most efficient sort of way of doing things. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to buy out this hydroponic. So now I've got like hardly any money. So I'm going to go back and run that through. Okay, so I've got another +2. So I'm going to the Empire screen. So I tend to sort of like buy out the hydroponic as I go along. If you wanted, some people are having problems where they're running out of cash. So for example, if I just go 1 more turn just to build that last hydroponic. So at the moment it's on economic hoarding, which means you're holding all the resources. What happens then is if we research on something, all that extra, it basically hoards all that resource and plugs it all into whatever you're building next, which pretty much sometimes gives it to you straight away. What you can do if you're running out of money, say for instance you're in the red because of everything that's getting built. If things are getting built, you'll tend to find that your cash flows goes down. I tend to sort of like build a colony ship at some point, change order. So the way to get more cash, if you want to do stockpile of cash, is go economic funding. So basically, if I go done now, oh sorry, change it, get rid of that, done. You'll see that the cash flow is plus 25. I can actually do that for all of them. So if you need cash quick and you want to starve your population, this is the best way to do it. So as you can see, obviously people are starving, but I'm making lots of money. So it's really up to you how you want to run your system. For instance, I've got maximum population there of 16, which is let's get this back to normal again. And basically you can actually start moving your, it's sometimes quite good to move your population around from planets that are full, because they're not generating any more population. So if I go yes to that, so I've got +3 population, so that's getting sent off to another planet. So this screen here is great for overviewing your planets and so on. Okay, I'm just going to quit out this. I'm not going to save it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue a previous save game. Complete building. So this is just sort of like fast forwarding in time, I suppose. So this is basically showing you what I do. Not everyone needs to do this, I suppose, depending on how you want to play. But whenever I start encountering other races, I tend to start building my fleet. So I kind of give up on the research side of stuff and just basically try and fill up as much of my fleet population as possible. Currently I'm just under halfway, using up 11 units out of 28. So as you can see, I'm the purple here, so I've got some fleets around here. I'm kind of lucky in this game because currently the red's attacking the orange and the orange just defending, and I don't even know where I've not even encountered the other race yet, so he's probably dead from the red player. But anyway, if I go to my empire screen, as you can see here, I've actually got these on building ships, these 5 planets here. I'm just basically trying to blitz through it and try and build up my fleet as quickly as possible. I have nothing on research at the moment, just for the fact that there's no point researching if you're just going to get your butt kicked from the other AI players. So that's how I play once you get a little bit advanced into the game. Obviously after this you can actually change it all. If you're short on cash, you could actually even push these to actually pay out funding. So I'm getting +75, and that's already paying out. Economic funding. As you can see, you can actually build up quite a lot of build up your stockpile of cash as well. And I think that's it really. That's how I play Starbase Orion. So I'm sure everyone has their own tactics, but hopefully that's a good enough guide to help you kickstart the game and get going. Okay, thank you for watching.